Welcome to Now. How may I help you? So that's 2 double doubles, animal style, fries, and a milkshake. All right, we'll have your total up at the first window.
Jax, what are you eating? What are you eating? Huh? What about I give you some broccoli? Yeah, some veggies would be really good for you. I think you had enough junk food. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today, in case you didn't figure it out, we are talking about intuitive eating. You might be wondering why intuitive eating, and two main reasons. The first one is because everywhere I look on YouTube, someone is talking about intuitive eating. Is it good? Is it bad? Should you do it? Shouldn't you do it? Like, it's all I've been seeing recently. So I actually decided that I was gonna try it. I felt like it was the right time for me about 2 weeks ago. And so I've been eating intuitively for the past 2 weeks, which gave me the time to kind of make an opinion, to really see what it does, how it works, and so on. So, first things first, in case you don't know, intuitive eating is pretty much eating whatever you want, whenever you want, and no restriction. Thing is, most people do that normally without thinking about it, unless you're actively following a diet, then you're doing intuitive eating. That I know before I went on keto, which was back in March, that's pretty much what I was doing. I was eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. However, the issue with that is that I was eating very poorly. I was eating a lot of junk food. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. That's pretty much all I was eating. It was either way In and Out, it was Wendy's, it was a taco shop, it was pints of ice cream from Ben and Jerry. I mean, you get the picture. So let's just say that my intuitive eating was not great. I ended up going on keto back in March, which is considered a very highly restrictive diet. And the thing is, obviously, I wanted to lose weight, but at the end of the day, what keto allowed me to do is to retrain my mind and my body. What I mean with that is that because of my terrible eating habits that I had back then, I had absolutely no clue of what I was actually eating. I didn't have any idea about portion sizes. I didn't have any ideas about calories or any kind of macronutrient. Again, I just ate whatever I wanted whenever I wanted it. So I literally had lost all ideas of, what a normal, healthy plate looks like. I just didn't know anymore. And to be totally honest, I think it's a very common problem. I honestly don't think it was a me problem. I think a lot of people just don't know anymore what a regular portion size is or what they are generally eating. But because of keto, I actually had to start tracking everything. I weigh my food, log everything, plug everything, however you want to say it. I don't have it like an app tracker, like a calorie tracker, macronutrients for carbs, obviously on keto. But I actually had to track everything. I've done it every day for every single meal, non-stop. And let me tell you, this was very annoying. Like weighing all your food, tracking all your food, it is time consuming. It is, yeah, it's not easy. It takes dedication and motivation, that's for sure, because I've done it for about 3 to 4 months and I was so tired of it, honestly. But I am glad I did it because doing that allowed me to retrain my mind and my body. Before, when I was hungry, I was thinking like, oh, do I go to Jack in the Box around the corner, or do I drive a mile further down and wait in line for an hour and go to In and Out? And do I get two burgers and a fries, or do I get two burgers, a fries, and a milkshake, or just maybe one burger, one fry, and a milkshake? Now, when I'm hungry, I don't think about those foods anymore. First, I take a minute to think how hungry I am, and then according to that, I'll decide on my food, and that's gonna be what is in my house. So, for example, if I'm feeling just a little hungry, I might have a little piece of cheese with some strawberries or some kind of raspberries. I might also have some nuts. Now, if I'm actually like starving, then I'm gonna be having like a nice steak with some butter and maybe like half an avocado, and I'm totally happy and satisfied with those foods. Which brings me to my second point. Here's the thing, if you find foods that you like and recipes that you enjoy, you're not gonna feel deprived, and it's gonna be even easier for you and your body to get adapted to your new diet. Before going on keto, I tried so many diets. I don't even know like how many I've done between like crash diet and random things that I found on the internet, and I have to say none of them worked, and I never actually got used to the food because I didn't like what I was eating. In fact, what happened is that because I absolutely didn't want to eat those food, most of the time I'll just keep the entire meal. I will end up eventually literally starving, and I just couldn't resist my cravings anymore. I would go to the 7-Eleven and buy all the Ben& Jerry's I could find. I would buy the big packages of Oreos and I'll just binge on that. And then I'll be done with a diet and I'll be back to my old habits and eating only junk food and putting even more weight back. So to me, finding the right diet with the right kind of food that I enjoy made the entire difference in being able to fight those crazy cravings of junk food and binging on it. Because the truth is, I have a real cheese addiction. I mean, I'm French. I love cheese. I can eat cheese all day, every day. Weirdly enough, I also love peanut butter. That's something I discovered in the US, and I can eat peanut butter all I want on keto. Well, all I want. I have to be careful because it's high calories, but it's totally allowed, and it's not a food I actually binge on, so it works great. I also love a good steak with some butter, which before most diet that I would do would be like, oh, it's chicken that you boil in water. I don't like that. I mean, I do like chicken just with, a bunch of cream and butter and, all of that good stuff, which none of the diets I tried before let me do. Finding the right diet for myself really made the entire difference. And also helped me so much into enjoying my food, forgetting about my junk food, and getting used to a good and healthy diet. Another thing is that everyone has a weakness, especially when it comes to food. Another reason I picked the keto diet, and trust me, I am absolutely not trying to sell you on the keto diet, it's not my intention, but in that case, it is very important because that's thanks to the keto diet that I'm now being to eat intuitively. So for me, what it did is that it actually eliminated all of my biggest temptation. My big weaknesses, as I mentioned earlier, cookies, Oreos, burgers, all kind of junk food, all of that was not okay on keto. So yeah, at first it was really hard and really challenging, but the fact that the diet was so strict gave me the structure that I needed to remove those food from my diet. You can't even really cheat on keto. I mean, if you do, it's most likely gonna kick you out of ketosis and it's gonna be a real pain. But to be honest, knowing that I was not supposed to have those food at all anymore actually made my life a lot easier. I slowly started forgetting about them, especially when I really started cooking and making new recipes and really enjoying my food. I simply was not thinking about a burger anymore or about some carne asada fries anymore. Now, of course, yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh, a burger would be good, or oh, that'd be great to have some carne asada fries. That is true, but it's not like I have to get it. It's just a thought and it goes away and I go on with my day. My final thought about intuitive eating. I know I talked a lot about my diet during that video, but the reason is because of my diet that I'm now able to be doing the intuitive eating. I'm not tracking anymore. I'm not counting, not even in my head. I eat whatever fits my diet whenever I'm hungry, which means, if I want a snack, I eat a snack. If I want a sweet treat, I eat a sweet treat, and it's totally fine. But I truly believe that intuitive eating is not just something you start like that. Intuitive eating should be a goal. It's something you get to. It's kind of like when people tell you, I'm sure you've heard it, like, I know I've heard it 1,000 times, like, oh, you gotta train yourself to like the gym. You gotta train yourself to like exercising. I feel it's the exact same thing. If you just jump into intuitive eating, it's probably not gonna work. Like if you just eat whatever you want, whenever you want, and you don't know anything about portion or what food you're eating, I honestly don't think it will work. You need to have some structure and some knowledge, and then when you're ready, that's toward where you go. Especially if you have or had like poor and bad eating habits. I didn't start by being like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna try to eat whatever I want and keep doing what I'm doing pretty much and see where it takes me. No, it was a goal. Keto helped me to get to that goal. You don't have to do keto, obviously, but I will say intuitive eating, you need to train your body to crave the right kind of food, and you need to train your mind to think about the right kind of food, and obviously you need to be aware of how much you eat. If you get that under control and if you learn about those, then move toward intuitive eating and enjoy your life and forget about the damn scale. I'm sure it's different for everyone, but it really doesn't actually take that long to get there. It took me about maybe 3 months, 4 months at the most to be able to do my intuitive eating like in a stable and consistent way right now. I am really enjoying it. It's so much nicer than being weighing all of my food and measuring everything. And I'm sure everyone can get there. It just takes a little bit of work. It is definitely something you have to work toward. But once you're there, then you are ready to go, ready to enjoy life, ready to have fun and make the best out of it. So that's the end of that video. I know it was a little bit different and definitely not as fun, but again, it's kind of an important subject. I feel like people should be honest and not telling you to go eat whatever you want, whenever you want, when you already have a hard time with your diet. So if you liked and enjoyed this video, please give it a thumb up, subscribe, and leave a comment, share your opinions. I am always curious to hear what everyone has to say, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.